Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Violet Hausthor, joined this week by Mark Ramone and Paul Wallen. And you just heard Heirlooms with Bohemian Grove, and starting off that block, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard with Melting. This is all a part of our Pairings show, where we pair a nationally or internationally renowned artist up with a local artist from our West New England area. And the thought is that if you like the big name, nationally and internationally renowned artist from outside our area, you will probably like the local one just as much, if not even more so. So,
yeah,
let's get psychedelic.
King Gizzard.
Woo!
Off Flying Microtonal Banana.
It is one of their few microtonal albums. They have a lot of albums. They came out with like 3 over the last 4 months. I don't know how they do it. That particular one does actually experiment with microtonality. So there you go. It makes perfect sense. King Gizzard is one of those bands that, if you know anything about the modern state of psychedelic music, you've heard of them. They're out of Australia. They are very, very experimental. They've made albums in a wide range of different genres, from sort of lighthearted jazz to death metal to weird electronic music to like albums meant to be played on loop indefinitely to analog synths. They do anything. They will do anything and everything and any sort of exploration, and they do a lot of it.
Very creative people.
Absolutely. They do some incredible stuff.
And I'm going to guess they enjoy doing it.
Oh, yes, very much so. There's a lot of music, and there's a very fervent fan base out there for King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. They are ridiculous, and they're very good at what they do.
And we have our very own version in Hartford, huh?
That we do, out of Hartford, Connecticut. Heirlooms, like airs and the thing we breathe, looms, with Bohemian Grove. It's so interesting. It's groovy and funky, and with all these like electronic elements in there, and such a jam. There's a lot here to think about and look into on a compositional level.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it's great. I loved how, it was such an up-tempo song, and then at the end, they accelerated even more and just like really brought it home. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that breakdown is also wild. I really like it's. I was trying to think of a way to actually pair how many different genres Heirlooms pulls together. They're clearly drawing from like old school rock, and then they have those like snappy, really precise funk guitars, right? Or groovy funk guitars, and those really smart drums, and those really like in-depth like keyboard and organ sounds and synth tones, even those lovely jam band solos paired up with this incredibly precise genre mashing. Yeah. Like, it feels familiar, but not too familiar, you know?
It takes a lot of talent. Yeah. I think they're like all in their different silos, like you're saying, different instruments you don't normally pair with each other, but they find the way to do it.
Yeah, it's such a blend of styles and such a blend of intents that works. It works 100%.
Yeah, fun pairing.
Thanks for visiting with us, and we hope you enjoyed some great original music from Western New England artists. I'm Mark Ramone, here this week with Paul Wallen and Violet Hausthor. The New Music Alliance Radio Hour is brought to you by the New Music Alliance, a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to assist and advance the careers of talented, creative local musicians who write original music, and to promote the extended Western New England area as a destination for original music writing, production, and performances. If you like what we're doing here on the show, tell your friends about it, and like the New Music Alliance and Radio Hour on our Facebook pages. And don't forget to check out our website, newmusicalliance.org, where you'll find the extraordinary Essential Western New England Songbook, a listenable anthology of many of the best songs ever written by artists from Western New England. And while you're there, if you support the New Music Alliance's mission, we'd appreciate you making a donation or becoming a member or sponsor. If you're a local Western New England musician who'd like to have your original music considered to be on our show, send links to your songs to newmusicalliance@gmail.com. Join us next week for more great tunes from Western New England artists. And until next week, please stay safe and keep
on
Rockin'.
Yeah. Now let's have Charles and Khalif Neville take us out with African Eyes.